Human methods have always been remarkable for their tendency towards overkill. Admiral Talon gestured to the large screen behind him, which displayed a series of images. The Battle of Yavon-5, he began, was what humans referred to as a light bombardment. The image showed 5 battlecruisers in orbit, unleashing a barrage of orbital artillery on the terrorist stronghold known as the Keep. Over 2 megatons of ordnance were dropped on a 50-square-mile area. When questioned about the intensity of their actions, human ambassadors seemed puzzled and explained that such force is typical of orbital fire support. A screenshot from a human news website appeared next. The event was deemed so trivial that it was merely a footnote in a report titled Human Volunteers Aid in Peacekeeping Operations. For those who don't recall, the Keepers of the Sacred Word were the galaxy's most dangerous terrorist cell in half a century. To the humans, however, they were nothing more than a nuisance. The next image was one of the most infamous, a human soldier overlooking the ruins of New Calanty. Above the city, an armada of frigates fired relentlessly at any movement within the rubble. Despite the devastation, the soldier seemed relaxed, leaning casually against a tree with a rifle slung over her shoulder. This soldier was part of the initial wave of drop troopers who landed at New Calanty. Talon continued. Reports, both human and independent, claim she single-handedly eliminated at least 57 enemy combatants before being evacuated. Shortly after this photo was taken, New Calanty and everything within a 200-mile radius was obliterated by nuclear warheads. The Galactic Council attempted to prosecute humans for war crimes. However, the human lawyer pointed out 2 key facts that led to the immediate dismissal of the trial. First, the Council itself had requested humanity's assistance with the Calantian issue. Second, several deadly viruses were released from the New Calanty Biological Research Facility in an attempt to repel human forces. The lawyer argued that humanity faced a choice between losing a city or risking an entire planet. They chose to destroy the city before it could cause further harm. I must remind you all that glassing New Calanty was considered a concession by the humans. Their original plan involved glassing the entire continent and quarantining every system within a 15-light-year radius to prevent the spread of the Calantians' biological weapons. This was not considered overkill by human command. A young officer in the audience raised her hand, prompting a nod from Talon to speak. If a 15-light-year quarantine wasn't overkill, she asked nervously, what was? Admiral Talon chuckled as he changed the slide. If only we knew. The room erupted into murmurs of disbelief, and Talon continued with a smile. A quarantine of 100 light-years was proposed as an extreme but reasonable measure. The room fell silent in shock. Satisfied that he had their full attention, Talon went on. This situation served as a warning to the galaxy. Humanity views what we consider extreme actions as rational and justified. Consequently, we have significantly increased our surveillance of human activities over the years. What we have uncovered is both astounding and revealing. Images rapidly changed on the screen, depicting diplomats, engineering projects, battle fleets, corporate logos, government insignia, and backroom deals. What you are about to learn is highly classified. Any leaks will be met with court-martial and possibly execution. However, it's crucial that you understand the nature of humanity. The pictures continued to change randomly until a video began to play, and the lights in the vast meeting hall dimmed completely. What appeared on the screen was monumental. A massive assembly of human military assets is seen near an unusually large hypergate. The camera zooms and pans for a better view, revealing 11,127 visible human warships. Gaia OFICER-1. Have you ever seen a battleground that large? Gaia OFICER-2. Only in history books. The hypergate begins to activate. Gaia OFICER-1. Are you seeing this? The star the hypergate orbits starts to darken as its energy is drained. The camera zooms in on the center of the hypergate. Gaia OFICER-2. Zoom in more. That can't be right. Gaia OFICER-1. I've run the diagnostic twice. What we're seeing is real. The gate connects to another galaxy, confirmed not to be the Great Band Galaxy. Gaia OFICER-2. Get Overlord on the line now. The situation has changed. Admiral Talon wasted no time in elaborating. Humanity has always been alien in their actions, beliefs, and capabilities, but now we know they are truly alien in origin. Further intelligence reveals humanity is an intergalactic force of nature. They exert total control over at least 27 galaxies and have a presence in at least 1,722 galaxies. Some estimates place their influence over more than 10,000 galaxies. Images of galaxies, megastructures, superfleets, megacorporations, politicians, and scientists flashed on the screen, overwhelming some officers. We are dealing with a Type E civilization many times over. To them, a million stars are a mere drop in the bucket. A 100-light-year quarantine is a routine measure. The next slide depicted the Great Rift of Ulthor, causing everyone in the room, including Talon, to wince. Just 10 years ago, the Great Rift opened and swallowed an entire star cluster. It took the combined efforts of 157 species, including humans, to prevent lethal radiation from spreading across 15,000 stars. The following slide threw the room into chaos. Admiral Talon had to wait an entire minute before his calls for order were heeded. "Silence," he commanded, as the room fell into a quiet panic. "You are looking at what humans consider overkill. This is the last image received from Ulthor before the rift consumed it, a hypergate channel from human space to Ulthor." The officers erupted in outrage. Why would the humans do this? We thought they were allies. We're doomed. God help us all. How could it be possible? The uproar was silenced by the next image. A horribly disfigured being, obviously in unimaginable pain, appeared on the screen. Within the Ulthor sector was a plague. One carrier could decimate an entire planet. The Council monitored the situation for months, and in the 10 days leading up to the rift's opening, 273 planets went dark. Humans recognized the threat, and even they feared it. We begged them for help, and this was their response. The screen displayed a quasar, an active supermassive black hole, with massive constructs channeling its energy into a beam of pure annihilation. This human hyperweapon is the most destructive device the universe has ever seen. They have harnessed the power of a quasar, focused it further, and employed it when overkill is truly necessary. More information about the disease known as the Scourge appeared on the screen. Humans have encountered the Scourge in other galaxies on multiple occasions. It is the only thing I know that can make a human admiral visibly uneasy. Admiral Talon surveyed the room before concluding, "I'm sure you're wondering what to do with this information. Unfortunately, it's largely useless to us. We exist at humanity's whim and could be eradicated just as easily. My final advice is this. Humans have consistently proven to be helpful, showing no signs of undue aggression. They form treaties, broker peace, and meet all the criteria of a civilized species. What I'm telling you is to avoid impotent humanity. They know best and possess the firepower to make us see or to blind us if necessary. What we see as standard practice is apocalyptic to us, and what they consider overkill could annihilate the universe. In short, don't bring a cruiser to a quasar fight, and above all, don't anger the humans."